What's up, everyone? Back for another beer review, and today is Wednesday, which of course means it's time for another West New York Wednesday here on the channel. And today I'm actually doing yet another comparison review, this time of two beers from the Resurgence Brewing Company, and they're out of Buffalo, New York, and we have their Milz Pilz and their 391 IPA. So Milz Pilz is a Pilsner that comes in at 4.4% alcohol by volume and no IBUs listed. And 391 IPA is an IPA that comes in at 6.5% alcohol by volume and no IBUs listed. In time of review, both of these beers are approximately 2 weeks old. So you might be asking yourself, Joe, why are you doing a comparison review of a Pilsner and an IPA? And the simple answer to that question is that these two beers were released to celebrate the career of a former Buffalo Sabres goaltender, Ryan Miller, probably the second best goaltender in Buffalo Sabres history after Dominik Hasek. But tomorrow night, which is going to be Thursday, January 19th of 2023, the Buffalo Sabres are retiring Ryan Miller's numbers. So Resurgence thought they would, release a couple beers, and I suspect that they released the Pilsner for the non-craft beer fans and the IPA for the craft beer fans. And what I love about it is these two labels kind of celebrate two different eras of Buffalo Sabres hockey. You have the goat head, the so-called goat head logo, the black and red. And I'm telling you, the artwork on this is awesome. You have Miller's number, which is number 30. You have his mask on here that he wore. He wore the black and red for not many years. It was a couple years, and that was about it. And then you have this, the 391 IPA, which has the blue and gold. Sabres had the red and black and blue and gold. I'm still partial to blue and gold, although this year in the black and reds, they're doing really well, scoring a lot of goals and winning games. But anyway, I wanted to do just kind of comparison review, see which one I enjoyed, but I kind of want to celebrate Ryan Miller's career. Been a Sabres fan pretty much my entire life, and as you guys know, I'm a huge Sabres fan. Got the Sabres gear on today, and I go to games every year, and that's pretty much the main sport I follow is hockey, along with the NFL, and I'm just a huge Sabres fan, so I thought this would be fun to do, so we're going to do it. Why not, right? Do it for West New York Wednesday. So anyway, there's not a lot of information on these beers, if we're being honest. This just says Pilsner, 4.4%, Milz Pilz, Pilsner. I don't know if it's supposed to be German, Czech, American, they just say Pilsner, so it's just a Pilsner. Now, as far as glassware, I only have one Resurgence glass, so I just brought out the Trillium, just kind of get the same glass. Again, this is not the same style, so does any of this matter? Not really. Do the pour here on the Pilsner. That's looking like a Pilsner. Try to get a somewhat aggressive pour so we get a decent head here. Something like that. And we will throw, I just love, again, I love the label. I'm going to do the 30 towards the Dirty glass mafia towards the camera, because I'm going to do that with this. Could also later on switch it around. I don't know. It doesn't matter, really. So I'm thinking this is going to be a hazy IPA. I don't know. It'd be cool if it was clear, but yeah, it's hazy. Something like that. I don't think I'm going to do a cuvee at the end. For those of you who love the cuvees, it's just one of those things where I kind of want to drink these separately. Maybe though, we'll see. We'll see how much at the end of the review I have left over and how much I care to do. So should I do it I'm not, yeah, you know what, we'll just do it anyway, whatever. So both of these beers, they look totally the same. This looks like a Pilsner, this looks like an IPA. So the Pilsner, it has that golden yellow straw color. See, fucking clarity's through the roof. Had about a finger of an off-white soap-sudsy looking head that's not dissipated, and a lot of times when that happens in a lot of these lagers, they end up not being that great, but we'll see. So yeah, that plays the role in the Resurgence glass. Yeah, that's what you want out of that beer. Clarity for days. Now, the 6.5% hazy IPA, that's a hazy IPA. That kind of has like a dull orange color. Very murky and turbid, has a half finger to 3/4 of a finger of an off-white, creamy looking head. Murky, turbid, can't see through it. Yeah, plays the role. So we'll throw this over here and we'll go right towards the Pilsner. Skin nose. Yeah, so it has that grainy, almost red apple core kind of fruitiness. Yeah, cereal grain. There's a slight earthy kind of floral hop nose on it. This smells more like, I couldn't say this, if I had to say one specific Pilsner, if you're going like German versus Czech, I'd say more German, but this kind of smells like one of those American Pilsners, where it doesn't have a substantial like German or Czech kind of vibe to it to me. Yeah, it's sweet, it's grainy, red apple core, a little bit of a floral, earthy kind of hop note. Smells fine. And again, it smells like something where, again, if you weren't a craft beer fan and you wanted to buy some of this, like this is going to be inoffensive to somebody who doesn't like craft beer. And that's kind of what I think they're going for. Now, let's get on to the 391 IPA. Now, the Milz Pilz, Milz Pilz, Miller's Pilsner, whatever. 391 is, I believe, the amount of wins Ryan Miller had in his career. So that's cool. Oh, yeah, it smells awesome. Ooh, it has a very substantial, like, over-ripened tropical stone fruit. There's like papaya, maybe guava, passion fruit. I don't know what hops they're using this. And then there's like this nice candied berry, like a candied strawberry. Wow. This smells pretty fucking good, honestly. A little bit of citrus, like a candied orange, lemon. Yeah, this smells, so obviously, if you guys watch the channel, when it comes to beers, I'm a craft beer fan, so obviously, if you want to stereotype, I'm going to like the hazies, right? But I've been really getting into Pilsners and low ABV lagers over the past year and a half. This, though, just smells like your typical Pilsner. You go to a craft brewery, and they have their Pils there, and you're just like, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. This smells like an awesome IPA, if we're being honest. It smells like there's going to be maybe a little bit of hop burn. There's like this dankness too, like this dank green kind of feel. Anyway, I want to get into it, so let's see how the Milz Pilz is. Cheers, everyone, and congrats to Ryan Miller. That just tastes, to me, like a slightly better, like, adjunct lager. I wouldn't necessarily say this tastes like a Pilsner, doing this blind, honestly. Body's nice for 4.4. I'm going to say like lower side of medium. It's nice. The mouthfeel, it's super crisp. It's effervescent. It's spritzy on the tongue. It's like moderately to highly carbonated, which you kind of expect from the style. The taste is very simplistic. Has a cereal grain, almost corny-like feeling, but it's more, I just say like generic, like Cheerios or something like that. Yeah, it has like a Cheerio kind of graininess right at the front of the palate. As it carries through, I get a little bit of lemon and a touch of like a red apple core. And then on the finish, it finishes semi to full on dry, very mild bitterness, and it has this slightly earthy kind of grassy note to it. Yeah, I would call this like an American Pilsner. Nothing wrong with it at all. I could easily drink this. I'm telling you right now, though, this is perfect. If you're somebody who happens upon this video, maybe you don't like craft beer, or you're just like you dabble a little bit and you drink like a lot of like craft lagers or whatever. Yeah, this would be very inoffensive to your palate and something you probably would easily enjoy. And I'm enjoying it. It's just, it's not something that I would pick up regularly. I love the fact that they did this, and it's really cool, but this isn't like amazing or anything. It's just solid beer. We'll do a quick palate cleansing, and then we'll get into the 391. All right, let's get into this. This was smelling awesome. Cheers. Okay, they must have dry hopped this one quite a bit because the nose was pretty phenomenal. Like the nose, if the nose carries over this taste, I'm telling you right now, rating-wise, it's like a 4.5 out of 5. Sounds crazy, but I'm telling you, the taste is so dialed back from the nose. Somewhat disappointing because the nose was so awesome, but it's still a damn solid hazy. Buying this one, medium body, maybe a touch over, nice. Mouthfeel, soft, smooth, and creamy. Hits the notes you want from a hazy. It's not like substantially, like over the top, like a, other half and oat cream IPA or anything, but it's definitely really nice. The taste, candied citrus up front, orange, grapefruit, passes through a little bit of like a ripened peach, maybe mango. And then as it passes through the palate, there's this dank green kind of herbaceousness that kind of finishes on the palate. And you're left lingering there with a semi-dry and mild to moderate bitterness. But I like that dank green thing. It was in the nose, I was getting it, and I'm getting it a little bit more in the taste, and I think it helps this beer become a little bit more balanced. Otherwise, I think it'd be a little bit too sweet. There's an underlying slight crackery, bready kind of malt sensation too, kind of carrying all the hops to the forefront. It's just really nice. Is it amazing? No, it's not amazing. Like I said, the nose was like a 4 or 5. This is not going to touch that in terms of rating. Like this is good, but it's not that good. Which one do I enjoy more? This. Is it substantial? It's probably going to be decent in terms of the rating. This is the way I'll put it, and it's kind of the, what I was talking about in terms of the beers, going into the review. I thought this would be more for the non-craft beer drinker. You're a Sabres fan. You want to celebrate the career of Ryan Miller. You want to buy a beer that has his likeness on it and the whole nine. This is something I think most people could get behind. If you're a craft beer lover, this is something you probably could get behind as well. This is not a top tier hazy, but at the end of the day, it's still a really good hazy and I enjoy it. So ratings, we'll do this. Ratings on the Milz Pilz, the Milz Pilz, the black and red, just awesome. This is just an awesome label. I just love it. I'm going to keep these and probably put them behind me on a pretentious wall of bottles and cans. But this beer specifically, I am going to give a straight 3.5 out of 5. I think that is a fair score for what I'm drinking. Like I said, it's solid. It's decent. I have no issues drinking this. It's good, right? It's good for what it is. 3.5 out of 5. However, the 391 IPA, which is my preference, and I do like this can, but I don't know if I like the can more than the black and or the red and black or black and red, however you want to say it. It's still pretty awesome. And the beer itself, I'm going to give this a low 4. I'll go 3.9. 3.91? 3.91. Doesn't matter, no. So 3.9 for this, 3.5 for that. I think it's pretty fair. Do we Cuvee? I was just kidding. We're definitely Cuvian. I bought a mixed 4-pack of this. Price and availability on both these. Mixed 4-pack was, I think, $14. For the mixed 4-pack, you got 2 of each. I think that's fine. Where can you find these? You can definitely buy them at the Resurgence Brewing Company, a bunch of different bottle shops in and around Buffalo. I don't know if they're going to make distro outside of the West New York area, but if you're a Sabres fan or a Ryan Miller fan, you can definitely get your hands on these somewhere in the West New York area. Anyway, let's do the Cuvee. We're going to pour the Pilsner in first, and then we'll pour it back into the Resurgence glass, and we will do one last taste test. Uh-oh. Settle down. So we'll put this over here like that. We'll do a quick. So I have a can of each to just enjoy like that, but about half of the cans here. This is gonna be fun. First for science. Now that looks more like a proper hazy, if we're just being honest. That has this like bright, burnt sunshine orange color. Wow, that looks fucking fun. This looks better than either of the beers by themselves. Has about a 2-finger of this off-white, super creamy looking head. That, my friends, is what a hazy should look like, but it's really not. It's half and half. Let's get a nose. Okay, so the cereal grain is kind of dominating from the Milz Pilz. But I'm getting a little bit of citrus, a little bit of stone fruit. Yeah, I'm not getting much more past that. Anyway, let's get into it. Cheers. That's interesting. Wow. So you know what it almost tastes like? It almost tastes like a IPL, or as a lot of folks say, like to call them nowadays, and the whole thing, cold IPAs, right? Yeah, kind of like a cold IPA. I'm getting more of that malt from the Pilsner, but on top of that is citrus and stone fruit. I'm getting more peach and mango with a little bit of like candied citrus. The dank green herbaceousness on the back of the palate that I got in the IPA kind of gone. This, my friends, isn't better than this on its own, but it's damn close to that. So I'm going to give the Cuvée, I'm going to give this a, we'll go with 3.75 out of 5. Yeah, so awesome. So once again, awesome to do this. Tomorrow, Ryan Miller, he gets his number retired. And like I said, this artwork is just, to me, phenomenal. I just love the artwork of these cans. I'm definitely keeping them. Awesome. So congratulations to Ryan Miller. Thanks to everybody stopping by for another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. 3.5 out of 5, 3.9 out of 5. Cuvée gets a 3.75 out of 5. If you've had either of these beers, or you plan on grabbing them, which one are you looking forward to the most? Which one did you enjoy most if you've already had them? To me, the preference is IPA. I kind of knew it going into it, but I will say, like I said, I think anybody can enjoy this beer specifically. And anyway, huge shout out to Ryan Miller. And tomorrow, hopefully they win the game. The Sabres need some wins, and shutting it down. So thanks to everybody stopping by for another Western New York Wednesday next week. I don't know exactly. I have a couple beers in the fridge, Western New York related, that I will be reviewing next Wednesday. I just don't know which ones. So tune on in, and we'll see. Anyway, to the next one. Cheers. Oh, yeah, I don't even think I said about ABVs. These are low enough in ABV that I really didn't feel any alcohol on the palate, no astringency. So 6.5% ABV, can't really tell. 4.4. I didn't think I was going to tell on the palate, so that's good. And the Cuvée, I don't know. I think I'm going to drink the rest of this and just enjoy it. Like, this is it's good. That's pretty good. So shout out to Resurgence. Anyway, to the next one. Cheers.